Hey there, and welcome back to the Weeb Lounge. I am Nick, and this is episode 11 of The Day I Became a God. And there's a little bit of a philosophical debate here, and that's with Hina. Were we actually interacting with her, the person, or were we communicating with a quantum computer? Okay, so in the last episode, Yota finally found Hina. Hina's being taken care of in this little hospital, a very nice hospital, mind you, with all the best care in the world, apparently. But she's not really making any progress. She is effectively an invalid right now. And that's not probably 100% accurate because you can tell that the mind's there. But the computer obviously is not, and it's had very, very traumatic effects on her. So it's one of those odd things where it's like, okay, were we talking with Hina? Why did removing the computer have such a huge effect on her personality and her memory and everything? What was it really the quantum computer communicating? You take the quantum computer out, boom, she has kind of nothing left, and that's where we're at. Now, her daily routine is basically wake up, eat breakfast, lay there and do nothing, eat lunch, lay there and do nothing, eat dinner, lay there and do nothing, stare at some little stars that they project out to this sky while the caretaker lady is just kind of like, hey, stars and stuff like that, and then she goes to bed. And you wake up the next day, rest, repeat, not really get anywhere. And, the caretaker lady, she has the best of intentions, but she's not making progress, really. It took her months for Hina to look her in the eye when she talked. I mean, that's how bad it was, right? Well, Yoda's trying to do a little bit better, and he has very little time to do it. And the first couple of days, all he does is get super excited over a little thing or try to push Hina a little bit. And of course, Hina's anxiety and mind being fried basically doesn't know how to react and gets scared and screams. Yeah, in this case, Yota should have realized day one that you have to take the process slow. You have to be cautious, and you have to keep your voice down not to scare. I mean, that should have been a no-brainer, but I can kind of understand. He gets all excited at a little bit of progress or a little something, and then flips out. Okay. Yeah, this isn't a terribly happy episode. This is basically rehab episode, okay? Well, they go back and forth, and they're trying to figure out exactly what to do. And the reason I say invalid is because, she needs help. She can't feed herself, really. She can't go to the bathroom by herself. She just kind of lays there, even though physically, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her. It's just she doesn't have the mental will to care to do it. That's the kind of gist that I'm getting, because she's just kind of over here. Now, here's the thing. Yota was trying to go back and forth and try a few things here and there, but he realized, okay, well, what does she want to do? What is something that she would like to do? So he decided to bring in video games. He was playing video games all the time when we were at the house, especially that one RPG. So he gets that stuff and brings it over there, right? Now, of course, caretaker lady, she's not terribly happy about this. It's she thinks it's going to be overstimulating, it's going to be too bright, video games are bad. Okay, anybody, a health expert out there, if you're arguing video games are bad, especially you dickhead politicians, sorry, you're wrong, you're stupid, you haven't listened to science, you haven't listened to the facts, get off your high horse and stop blaming crap for other problems. Ha, I told you. Back to the task at hand. Now, Hina is kind of learning to play in this game, okay? And sits on a little beanbag. Yota hands her a controller, and she's just kind of learning how to, push the analog stick up and everything. She has no idea what's going on, but she knows, seemingly, she's interested. All right, but here's the thing. A little too much stimulation, she's just walking forward, hitting a rock, can't remember how to get around the rock, and just kind of starts getting, Yota, of course, gets a little excited there, and all of a sudden she's starts screaming and everything. Well, here's the thing. Some of the times when she bursts out like that, yeah, it seems like she's scared. But this case seems way different. This seems like she's not scared, but rather frustrated that she can't remember how to frickin' do this. That's how that comes across. So Yota stays up all night playing this stupid game and levels their characters up all to high hell so that, Hina's not going to have any problem defeating anything or doing nothing. And she slowly starts getting better. She gets around, she starts learning the attacks and everything. And for the first time, Yota gets to see a smile on her face. Progress, right? So that's pretty much where we're left at. And that's where kind of the debate comes in. It's like, were we really talking to Hina? Or was it the quantum computer using her body as a vessel, basically? It's really hard to tell. And I really think that it was like this mix, okay? You had Hina, this is one personality. You have the quantum computer, which probably did learn how to act, respond, and be human, okay? And then you combine the two, and you got yourself Hina/Odin. So I think you're actually dealing with not just like her original personality or whatever. You're dealing with three different ones: original Hina, the computer alone, and then the merge of the two. So what we're dealing with right now is just original Hina. And original Hina's personality is probably vastly different than what Odin would have been, right? And remember, while we're doing this rehab and everything, she doesn't come across, like I said, as a complete cripple, as a complete invalid. It's just like she needs to relearn. It's like she was born again. It's like she just became a completely new person. She has to retrain all this stuff, but she does have a older mental acuity to know that, to be frustrated, because she should know this. She knows somewhere in there that she should know all this stuff, and it's pissing her off, basically. That's what it is. So Yoda's goal is to try to get Hina to voluntarily go with him so he can take her back to the family and friends and everything. But I think the little twist that we're going to end up having, based off of Angel Beats and Charlotte and all this stuff, because of the bittersweet ending type thing, is that yes, she's going to start to recover. Yes, she is going to get back to the family, but I have the feeling that it's simply not going to be the Hina everyone knew. This is a different Hina. This is a new personality. This is a different person altogether, and it's going to be a matter of basically living with that. That's the ending I think that they're going with, but we'll see when the next episode comes out. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button. Episode 12, the next episode, is the very last one, and probably the last episode I'll be doing of this show, unless I decide to do a little synopsis. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, this episode was somber. It was depressing. It was slow, but you can see the process, and it's building up to the finale, which hopefully ends up a little bit better than the whole bittersweet thing that this guy's known for. We'll see you in the next episode.